All right, guys, it's raining MCU trailers. So yeah, we have 3 MCU trailers to talk about: 2 from D23 Brazil and 1 that was just released earlier in the week. And we're gonna talk about that one first because it's What If Season 3. We'll talk about Thunderbolts and Captain America: Brave New World in just a little bit, but first, let's talk about the new trailer for What If Season 3. It feels like, by the way, speaking of Mission Impossible and Cap 4, Thunderbolts, it's almost like the people who, have the lock and key over all these trailers suddenly released them all, and all the studios were panicking because they were like, get these trailers out before Gladiator and Moana and Wicked. I mean, fair, right? Because the theaters are going to make tons of money. The movie studios are going to make tons of money in the next 3 weeks because of those 3 films. And so, yeah, get those trailers out, for sure. I totally respect it. Cap 4, Thunderbolts, and Mission Impossible. I'm sure that they're all going to be playing in front of these films. But anyways, we're here to talk about What If Season 3. So What If is a franchise that, honestly, I've been, at best, mildly entertained by, and at worst, kind of bored by, honestly, because I think the potential of these episodes and of this series has been more in just the fun conceptual ideas behind them. I liken them honestly to YouTube videos, right? If a fan had animated all these things and just had created scripts for all these things and just said, what if this and what if that? I think that's fun. That's really exciting. And I think that, I would have really enjoyed watching a series of, I guess, how many episodes now? Like 16 or 17 episodes of that. I would have been really on board with that. That would have been really fun. The fact that Marvel has been putting so many other resources, I guess, and time and energy into this series, which, again, it has its wins, right? I think some of the episodes have been really strong. Obviously, everyone points to the Doctor Strange episode in Season 1, which was fantastic. I don't remember a whole lot from Season 2. I'm not going to lie. I watched all of Season 2. I remember it, and I just don't remember a whole lot other than the just craziness that happened in that last episode. Was not a fan of that at all. With all the Doctor Strange demon powers and whatever, I just was not a fan of that at all. But yeah, I mean, I thought Season 1 had its strengths and had its weaknesses, the Party Thor episode being one of the lowlights of that season for sure. And Season 2, I mean, it was okay. It was fine. And this is all just in my opinion, by the way. If What If is one of your favorite, things that Marvel's done, that's awesome. And I'm so excited, and I hope you're excited for Season 3 because that's amazing. That's awesome. But for me, just something I'm mildly looking forward to. And I guess one thing that What If is able to do is, the big question that I have had, since the beginning of Phase 4 has been, where is X character? Where is Y character? Why aren't they showing up? Where are they? Where have they been? And I guess What If is a weird, interesting way to, not have the actors make a whole other movie or have to show up on set and stuff. Because, yeah, I mean, we're not getting Shang-Chi until minimum Avengers Doomsday is my guess. Maybe he shows up in Spider-Man 4. No, yeah, Spider-Man 4 comes out after Avengers Doomsday. So minimum, we don't get Shang-Chi again until Avengers Doomsday, which sucks, which really sucks. Guys, I've been saying this forever. Where is Shang-Chi 2? Seriously, where is Shang-Chi 2? He's not old. Simu Liu is not old, obviously, but I mean, he's not getting any younger either. Can we make a couple more Shang-Chi films? Anyways, all that aside. So yeah, I mean, he can show up as Cowboy Shang-Chi in What If, and that's, Simu Liu is still hanging around. Even Mahershala Ali can come in as Blade in Marvel Zombies, as reported earlier. Like, even he can do that, Arishem the Judge is someone I saw in What If. So I think that's the fun thing about it is, like, yeah, Marvel hasn't completely ignored, certain projects that they're kind of ignoring in live action, which is fine. I think that's fun. I think really my big disappointments with What If as a series has just been when they've attempted to make a more unified story, because especially in Season 2, the whole overarching story of that season, this is a show in particular. I know I'm a big proponent always of, let's have, like, you can have individualized episodes, but let's have an overarching storyline going on. This is one series where I go, you probably don't need to. And they tried to. And I think in Season 1, it worked a lot better with Infinity Ultron. That was pretty cool. But in Season 2, I just didn't think it worked that well. So we'll see, because it looks like Season 3 has some interesting things going on with multiple watchers and all these other things going on. So the trailer for Season 3, I think it just looks like, it's a sort of a Rorschach test, right? Rorschach tests being those blotchy psychology tests or whatever they are, where you look at them and you kind of try to decipher an image out of them, and different people see different things based on what they're thinking about. And I think that What If Season 3, the trailer is probably just a giant Rorschach test for how you feel about Marvel animation and What If as a series. Because for me, I was like, yeah, this is about what I expected. There's some really cool, interesting things. There are some things in there that don't excite me as much. The Gundam Avengers episode, I thought, yeah, it's fine. The Transformers, the mech suits, I was like, yeah, that's interesting. It sounds more like a Lego concept. I don't know if you guys follow Lego at all, but Lego has been releasing those mech suit Lego sets that are just kind of Elseworld things, and I mean, they're cool, but they're not that exciting to me. You have also multiple watchers, really interesting. I think I saw the Loki tree at one point. I wonder if they're going to play into that at all. I wonder if this is even going to tie into the multiverse saga at all. I don't know. Maybe not. Obviously, like I said, good to see Shang-Chi again. Good to see Eternals references again. Arishem was there, which is cool. So we'll see about that. And of course, Storm coming in, because I liked X-Men 97. I thought it was good. And so seeing Storm come in, it's sort of the introduction of the X-Men slowly seeping their way into the proper MCU proper. And Storm wielding Mjolnir is really cool. It's a really cool thing. Obviously, more of Sam Wilson as Captain America. They're kind of positioning him to be more up in front as the leader of the Avengers and whatnot. And yeah, it's exciting. It's really cool. But again, other than just hints, I think hints of what the future of the MCU could be. I don't know if this series is going to have that much bearing on the wider MCU. At the end of season 2, we saw the Watcher and Captain Carter looking at the Yggdrasil world tree that Loki, is holding onto the multiverse. And I wonder if we're going to see that again. I wonder if they're going to even allude to it again. Battleworld, I wonder if Battleworld and Secret Wars is even going to allude to these animated characters and variants. I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen there. I don't even know if the Russos are aware of what's going on and what if. So we'll see. What I'm hoping for is let's just get as many of these 8 episodes, I think 8 episodes, just get as many of these 8 episodes to be individually entertaining as possible. I think the ratio for me has been about 50-50 of entertaining or not. And the episodes that I really remember and really like is maybe 10%, 10 to 20%. And if we can just kind of, increase those ratios a little bit, like maybe 2 out of the 8 episodes really stand out, like 5 or 6 of the episodes pretty good, and then a couple clunkers in there, I'm good. That's all I want from What If Season 3. I think what I've seen thus far kind of suggests to me that it's going to be a similar ratio. Like, I'm not sure how excited I am for the Bucky Red Guardian episode, although after having seen the Thunderbolts trailer, which we'll talk about, I might be more excited for that one, honestly. The Gundam episode, not sure how excited I am about that. The Shang-Chi Cowboy episode, doesn't really seem like an interesting concept, but there are other things in there. That Howard the Duck and Darcy episode, I don't know. I mean, I like those characters, as little like side characters that come in and out, but I don't know. And I think that the Multiple Watchers is interesting. The Storm episode should be interesting. So we'll see. We'll see what we end up with the actual season. It's coming out in December, and I'm sure we'll talk about that early on in the new year in 2025. But guys, let me know what you thought about the trailer for What If Season 3. We'll be talking about other MCU trailers in just a little bit, but let me know what you thought about this trailer in the comments down below.